$260 fucking million lawsuit.
These lawsuits are becoming diabolical. Like, people are putting themselves in situations where they could like come back later and like sue people. It's becoming like a literal business. Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome on board. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, hit on the notification button in order not to miss any of my latest videos. Let's jump right back into the videos.
Now is it time for us to be for real and really talk about this epidemic of damn lawsuits and civil suits that they dropping on our moguls? Are we finally going to sit down and be real about this? Now, ladies, let's be for real now. Now that they going after our moguls, Mr. Medea, Mr. Gospel, Mr. Healing Movies, now are we going to sit down and be real like, yo, we need to put an end to this shit before they take down all our moguls? Who's next? Who's going to be next? Oprah? Like, come on now, y'all. We gotta come together and we have to put a stop to this shit, or we're gonna look up and it's gonna be lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit on all our moguls because they know we're gonna turn on our own. They know that for a fact. That's why they go after us.
I'm not a lawyer, but an actor named Derek Dixon, who played the role of Dale on the BET series The Oval, recently filed a lawsuit against Tyler Perry, and I read all 46 pages of the complaint. So let me tell you why Derek Dixon is suing Tyler Perry for $260 million. Okay? And it really comes down to what the lawsuit says was Tyler Perry promising Derek creative opportunities, such as getting a role in a show or him promising to make a show Derek created, but it would require Derek having to deal with the harassment, assault, battery, and professional retaliation from Tyler Perry. The lawsuit starts with how Derek first met Tyler Perry, which was in 2019 at an event at Tyler Perry Studios. At the time, Derek was working for an event company that Tyler used for his events, and on the day of this event, Derek says Tyler, quote, picked him out of a crowd of employees and began asking him about his employment status and if he wanted to be an actor. At the end of the party, Tyler insisted that him and Derek exchange phone numbers, and almost immediately the two began texting. According to the suit, in some of these text messages, Tyler would be asking Derek about his dreams and aspirations, as well as his interest in writing and acting. And then one day, the lawsuit says that Tyler asked Derek to send him an acting audition over the phone, but Derek tells him he's at a Halloween party. So Tyler replied, asking to see pictures of Derek in his costume. Derek sends the pictures, and then the lawsuit says that Tyler responded saying, quote, I was gonna say, your cowboy needs a sugar daddy. You look great, you're just lacking costume parts. Sorry, don't want to offend. Derek replies to this message saying, not at all, it's so true, half-assed costume. And then Tyler Perry responds saying, what's true? Cowboy needs a sugar daddy. According to the lawsuit, this comment from Tyler Perry was him implying that he wanted to be Derek's sugar daddy. Now, shortly after this interaction, the lawsuit says that Tyler Perry held another event at his house and specifically requested for Derek to work the event, which meant he had to be flown from LA to Atlanta to be there. Now, following that event, the lawsuit says communications between the two of them continued, and during one text exchange, Tyler told Derek he would love to find him a job and change his life. He went on to say, quote, be careful hanging around me. I cause dreamers to dream big. I cause them to not only believe, but do. Then he says, you're an artist, you have to be fulfilled. Nothing else will suffice. The lawsuit says after that text exchange, Derek received an offer to play the part of a character named Dale in Tyler's TV series Ruthless. So Derek does the role, and about 1 month after filming that show, the suit says that Tyler Perry bought Derek a car because he, quote, hated Derek's Jeep. So more calls, conversations, and events happened, and according to Derek, the conversations with Tyler Perry started to get strange. The suit says in one text, Tyler said, quote, I can't tell you the last time I pumped gas or went to the supermarket or flew commercial or packed a bag or had good mex. It was before I was rich. Derek says he thought the messages were strange coming from Tyler, but he decided to downplay them in hopes that he would be able to showcase his acting and writing talents off to Tyler. Now, a few months after that text exchange, TylerPerry invited Derek to his house. Derek goes over, they have some drinks, and the conversation was overall pretty friendly. However, according to the lawsuit, at the end of the night, TylerPerry invited Derek to stay over since they had been drinking, and Derek goes to a guest bedroom where he strips down to his underwear because he didn't have pajamas and gets in the bed to go to sleep. According to the lawsuit, while Derek was laying in the bed, TylerPerry came and slipped in behind him and started rubbing Derek's inner thigh. The suit says Derek jumped out of the bed and told Tyler that he wasn't trying to do that, but Tyler allegedly ignored him and instead told him to turn around so Tyler could see him in his underwear. And while Derek was telling Tyler he didn't want to do anything, he was also trying not to insult Tyler since Tyler was, quote, dangling his career in front of him. Now, this lawsuit doesn't say how that night ended, but it goes on to say that Derek would frequently tell Tyler that he didn't want to do anything with him, but Tyler would respond by prying into his life. As an example, the lawsuit includes a text message in which Tyler says to Derek, quote, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me, I hope you get past that block in your mind soon." And according to Derek and this lawsuit, that text was Tyler implying that Derek would hopefully get past the block in his mind and let Tyler make love to him. As a response to that text, Derek said, quote, "Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping." According to the suit, as time went on, Tyler continued calling and texting Derek, and at first he wasn't answering until Tyler offered him a role in a new show called The Oval. The suit says that during his time filming The Oval, TylerPerry's advances and harassment towards Derek only continued. There's one example in which Tyler allegedly told Derek, quote, "I give and give and give, and no one ever gives me what I want or what I need," which the suit says was TylerPerry implying that Derek was not giving him what he wanted. And in another example, the lawsuit says that Tyler told Derek that he was a top and he preferred a man that was already in a relationship so that Tyler wouldn't have to deal with the emotional aspect of the person, just the physical. Once filming for The Oval began and Derek got the scripts for his character, he noted that at the end of the season, his character was written to be shot 4 times. Derek asked Tyler about this, and Tyler told him if he does a good job, his character may not die, which the lawsuit says Derek understood to mean that his job security and role on this show was dependent upon his relationship with TylerPerry and if he did or did not entertain Tyler's advances. During the time all of this is happening, the lawsuit says that Derek witnessed TylerPerry killing off other characters of the show when the actors of those characters got on his bad side. So according to the lawsuit, Derek would accept invitations to Tyler's house and other harassing comments and messages, all in an effort to keep his job and for his character not to be killed off. There's more messages and more conversations referenced, and in particular, there's one around April of 2020, which is around the time filming for The Oval was put on hold because of COVID. And during this conversation, Tyler allegedly told Derek he imagined him prancing around in a cowboy outfit and Tyler doing things he couldn't talk about because they were so wrong. During this COVID period, the lawsuit says that Tyler would also send alcohol to Derek's house and then get on the phone with him and rant about his frustration of not getting some of the explicit things that he wanted. But the lawsuit says that TylerPerry also told Derek not to tell other castmates about their newfound friendship. In one text about this, Tyler says, quote, "Listen to me. If you let the cast know that you and I have a new friendship, then you are opening yourself up to a lot of questions and foolishness. You want them to know that you are there because of your talent and not because we have a friendship or because Tony got me to give you this job." Tony was the owner of the events company that Derek used to work for, and he's also a close friend of TylerPerry's. You earn your spot like everyone else. Don't give people an opportunity to play you small or they will. That might be a word. He goes on to say, "Because when we go back to work, I'm not going to know you. I don't have any friends that work for me, my friend. Professionalism is key." Derek replies saying, "You're totally right. That makes total sense. Don't want to give anyone that opportunity because work is work." And then around August of 2020, when filming for the show picked back up, the lawsuit says that TylerPerry texted Derek about 2 cast members who had pissed him off and how he was now thinking about killing them off on the show. In this text, Tyler writes, quote, "But I swear to you, I know how to fix this ish. I love killing a MFer in a show that no one expects." He goes on to say, "Think about that last episode. They are all shot at. We don't know who lives." Derek replies, "I'm scared. They should be too." And then Tyler replies, "Nope, they're not. They are stupid to think that. So stupid." And then he goes on to say, "I'm going to have a come to Jesus moment with them." Derek alleges that TylerPerry made these statements to him to instill fear in him, letting him know that if he didn't engage with TylerPerry's advancements and harassment, he too could be killed off. Now, since Derek had aspirations of being a writer as well as an actor, he shared a pilot he had written with TylerPerry, and Tyler responded talking about how good it was and that he had an interest in filming it. According to Derek, Tyler used this promise of filming Derek's show as further motivation to get him to do what he wanted, including dealing with Tyler's harassing comments and behavior. As an example, the lawsuit includes a text exchange where TylerPerry expressed some jealousy of seeing Derek with another man, and then later referenced Derek getting thick again in this same message. The text reads, quote, "Why did that photo make me jealous? You two together." Derek says, "I don't know, it's just Brad. He just wanted to go on a quick walk to get his steps in, and now I'm walking to Chipotle by myself." Tyler responds, "Thick Derek, get that Chipotle?" And then Derek replies, "Ha ha ha, can you tell from the photo?" Tyler says, "No, I can only from your jeans," to which Derek replies, "That's how I measure too. If I'm not filling them out, I'm not working hard enough." And then in what the lawsuit describes as another harassing text message, Tyler tells Derek, quote, "I feel sorry for the person that you choose. And what I mean by that is you're so beautiful. When you finally are able to unlock your mind, you're going to make that person crazy." Now, getting back to the shooting of The Oval, the lawsuit says that on the last day of filming the show, TylerPerry invited Derek to his trailer for drinks, and once inside, Tyler asked him, quote, "Are you attracted to me?" Derek tells him that he isn't looking for anything intimate, but the suit says that Tyler continued making comments about how good Derek was looking and how he was wasting his looks by not being free and being intimate. According to the lawsuit, when Derek eventually got up to leave Tyler's trailer, Tyler pinned him against the wall and began groping him aggressively. The suit says when Derek didn't reciprocate any of the advances, Tyler allegedly told him he was drunk and asked him to leave. But according to the lawsuit, the harassing calls, texts, and interactions didn't stop there. The lawsuit says TylerPerry invited the cast of The Oval on a trip to the Bahamas, and while Derek wanted to decline the offer, Derek knew declining the invitation could result in him getting erased off the show. So he agrees to go, and while on the trip, the suit says that after a party one night, TylerPerry grabbed and groped Derek to the point that Derek was terrified and could barely sleep. There's also a text from this trip that's included in the lawsuit, and in this text, TylerPerry sends Derek a picture of him in some swim trunks and standing next to a jet ski. Derek replies to the picture saying, "Nice picture," with 2 exclamation points, and then says, "Yeah, the water does look calm." And then Tyler replies to this saying, "Nice picture," with 4 question marks, and then Derek replies in all caps, "Great, amazing, awesome picture," with 3 exclamation points. Tyler replies again, "You don't see that stud in that, quote, nice picture? Rude." Derek says, "LOL, yes, that's a stud." According to the lawsuit, this continued pattern of harassment from TylerPerry made Derek so stressed out that he eventually went to go see a doctor and was giving an antidepressant to deal with what was happening. But according to the lawsuit, TylerPerry's propositions and harassment continued into 2021, including in a text message where Derek said, quote, "I know I need to smell the roses more." Tyler replies, "You are the rose, but you are so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened." The lawsuit references other alleged comments made by TylerPerry, including asking Derek things like, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless intimacy? Have you found that yet in therapy?" And then at another time saying, "No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to F you. I would F you." The lawsuit describes another occasion that Derek went to TylerPerry's house, in which he says he went over to discuss his pilot, but he says that after getting there and drinking, Tyler allegedly told him to stand on his weight monitor in only his underwear. Derek agrees and gets on the weight monitor in only his underwear, and when he does, the lawsuit says that TylerPerry asked him for a hug, and when they went to embrace, Tyler allegedly pulled down Derek's underwear and began grabbing, groping, and playing with Derek's behind. Derek said he reached to pull his underwear back up, but when he did, Tyler told him to, quote, "Relax, let it happen," and that he wasn't going to hurt him. The lawsuit says that Derek was desperate to get away, so he told Tyler that he couldn't be intimate with him because he was hungry, which resulted in TylerPerry stopping what he was doing and ordering a pizza. According to the lawsuit, this night ended with Derek sleeping on the floor in the bathroom because that door could lock and the main door to the bedroom could not. After that last encounter, Derek began ignoring TylerPerry, and when he finally did answer him, Tyler was apologetic and blamed his behavior on testosterone supplements that he had been taking. In a text where they were referencing these supplements, Tyler says, quote, "I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being corny." Derek says, "Oh yeah, from the doctor, but is it making you feel better?" And then Tyler responds, quote, "I feel so good, but I don't like being corny." I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me. Following this conversation about the supplements and Tyler apologizing for his behavior, the lawsuit says that Tyler attempted to continue making the situation better by inviting Derek on a yacht trip, promising Derek to make his pilot, and then later offering to invite a third person on this yacht trip to make sure that Derek felt comfortable. But according to the lawsuit, Derek refused this invitation and the two of them stopped speaking for 5 months. At some point during this break of not talking, the lawsuit says that Derek was contacted by members of Tyler's team, who the lawsuit calls fixers, and they tell Derek that he's going to be getting a new storyline. He's going to be getting a $6,000 per episode raise that would continue to increase over the coming seasons, and he was told that TylerPerry wanted to buy the rights to produce his pilot and planned to spend $1 million on the production for it. According to the lawsuit, after getting this offer, Derek bowed to the pressure and fear of losing his livelihood and decided to return to working with Tyler. However, when he received the scripts for the new season of The Oval, he realized his grocery store clerk role had been transformed into a male prostitute being pursued by a pimp. Well, now that's a leap. And according to him, elements of this character and this pimp resembled the dynamic that he had with Tyler, even down to conversations that the two of them had previously had. At some point after this is all ramping back up, Derek and Tyler finally get on the phone and have a discussion about the last time they saw each other and the assault. According to the lawsuit, in that conversation, Tyler blamed Derek for what happened and told him he needed to have a, quote, stronger no. The text message that's included in the lawsuit that references this conversation is very blurry, but from what I can see, it appears to be Derek telling Tyler that he's moving to Santa Monica, and Tyler saying that Santa Monica is nice, I'm glad you're going out there, and then saying, how is your no? You gotta have a strong no. Derek's response is even harder for me to read, so I'll skip down to the next message that Tyler sends, and that one says, quote, well, I don't think that, but I think that you have to be able to say no and mean it and make it clear. Fast forwarding to December of 2023, the lawsuit says an actor by the name of Christian Keys, who had also worked with TylerPerry, posted a video on social media detailing his abusive experience with an anonymous Hollywood billionaire. And based on that video and his description, Derek says that he believes the billionaire Christian was referencing is TylerPerry. And according to the lawsuit, around the time that this Christian Keys video came out, TylerPerry reached out to Derek, really pushing to get his show done and telling him he had plans to sell it to a network, which Derek says was really TylerPerry trying to keep him quiet. However, after months of back and forth and Tyler telling Derek that the president of his company misplaced the $1 million that was going to go to his show, the suit says Derek eventually realized that Tyler was never going to make his show and he was doing all of this to buy his silence and string him along. So he took the step of reporting the harassment that he says he experienced to the EEOC, and then later quit his job where he was standing to make about $400,000 to avoid continuing to be harassed and assaulted. The lawsuit says when TylerPerry found out about this, he told Derek that if he told other cast members why he was really quitting, he would be in breach of his contract. And so the two came to an agreement that Derek would say he was going on a medical leave due to the stress caused by the harassment, and that leave would be considered paid medical leave. But Derek says Tyler retaliated against him for reporting the harassment by making that leave unpaid, resulting in Derek not receiving any additional payments after he left. And now he's suing for all of that and more. He has a few causes of action, and the first is for quid pro quo harassment, which basically alleges that TylerPerry offered Derek roles on shows and they promised to film his show in exchange for Derek agreeing to and engaging with TylerPerry's advances. The second cause of action is work environment harassment, which is pretty self-explanatory. Derek says that this harassment occurred on set and in trailers, and that's where they work. And then there's also assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, as well as retaliation, which has to do with Derek's claims that TylerPerry ultimately decided not to pay him through that medical leave as retaliation for him reporting the harassment. And so that's the lawsuit, and we'll see what TylerPerry has to say in his response.
Well, TylerPerry is now being accused of clapping dudes. We all seen this was gonna happen sooner or later, we just didn't know when. Yes, I broke my glasses. No, I will not take this off. Don't scroll, let me explain. So Derek Dixon wants $260 million from TylerPerry, claiming that TylerPerry not only grabbed his thigh one time, but also sent him text messages that alluded to him wanting to take it from him. Yes, the glasses fell off. Then he claims that, trigger warning, that when TylerPerry grabbed his neck one time, he asked him, did he like that? Rough. Now, if you read through the messages, it seems as if TylerPerry was telling him he needs to be open about his own sexuality and go mess with bros. the messages never showed Tyler Perry trying to get with bro, or all the things that he's claiming happened. Now, he doesn't want Tyler Perry in jail. He just wants $260 million for Tyler Perry allegedly grabbing his thigh while they were sitting in bed together. I'm telling you, this happens every time to at least one male celebrity, bro. There's always gonna be a male celebrity getting canceled for some type of random allegation. It's either something from 20 years ago, allegations of liking the bros, a shawty claiming that he did something just for us to find out later he didn't. It always happens. Shoot, even sometimes they did do it. You feel me? Like we got Diddy. Hey, it's clockwork. It has to happen. Canon event. You get too famous, you get too rich, it happens. What do you guys think about this whole situation, though? Brad Loki capping, but hey, what do y'all?
Tyler Perry getting hit with a $260 million lawsuit from a white man for workplace sexual harassment is crazy work. And yes, you heard me correctly. Now, the streets are saying that one of the actors from Tyler Perry's show on BET Plus called The Oval is alleging that Tyler Perry was more than sexually suggestive towards him. The actor is even alleging that one time Tyler Perry grabbed him by the throat and said, "Look how excited you got." If this is true, it's real freaked out. The whole thing is way too freaked out. Now, people have been speculating that Tyler Perry was into men since Tyler Perry came out. And me personally, I don't care who nobody sleeps with when they in the comfort of their home or outside, for real. And the actor is saying that this didn't happen once, this didn't happen twice, but on several occasions. And the actor plays the role of Dale in The Oval, which is a homeless gay white man who is going from place to place and looking for somewhere to stay. And he's alleging that Tyler Perry told him that that's what he was looking for. He wanted someone who could be dependent on him. Now, in the lawsuit, he also released a bunch of text messages between him and Tyler Perry, but in reading them, I don't really think it says much outside of the fact that it seemed like they might have been flirting with each other. Now, let me be very clear. I am not saying that I do not believe the victim. I'm just telling you what I saw in the text messages that were released by the victim. All that to say, I can't believe they caught Uncle Tyler Perry out here slipping. Whether it was consensual or not, it's crazy work.
Being criminally freaked out is going to continue to be the downfall of successful black men, especially in the entertainment industry. Okay, it's not going to be because he was going to buy NBC. It's going to be because he's a sexual deviant who has not found a way to express control and power in his life other than sexually abusing the women around him or the people who work for him. Tyler Perry has always been a little weird to me, so I'm not shocked, bitch. Like, I'm not, this did not gag me at all. Really not understanding, like, why are y'all so fucking horny? What's going on? You need to get a fucking hobby. Maybe being like so famous that you can't do normal shit is what's making them so sexually deviant, because it's like you don't got nothing else to do but try freaking shit. Because what exactly did he need all that baby oil for? You know what I'm like? What would even make you get to that point other than the fact that you can't just go to the mall? You know, you can't just go skate. You can't just go play fetch with your dog at the dog park down the street. You like, so what else do you have to do but focus on the craziest nut ever? Like, being criminally freaked out is the generational curse. I'm trying to tell y'all, yes it is. Y'all work your whole life to break these curses, and you amass millions. At the BET Awards, Tyler Perry literally said he's made more black millionaires than any other like production company. He's made himself a billionaire, and you're gonna squander it for a white twink. No, you cannot have sex with your employees. No, you cannot have sex with your subordinates. What's wrong with you? Like, for real, come on. Your first job at McDonald's told you that. Every job has, the sexual harassment trainer has looked the same at every job I've ever had. You've had a job before. You know you can't do that. You know you can't do that. This nigga talking about he slammed him against the wall, choked him, talking about see how excited you just got? You know why I just got excited? Because I literally, my pupils just turned into dollar signs. Because you just choked me at work. You just sexually harassed me at work. Yeah, I got excited. I can't believe it. Oh, happy day. Y'all are fucking dumb. This shit is beyond weird. Like, I need you niggas to find some hobbies. For real. Because this shit, and it's gonna be you. Stop thinking it'll never be you. Bitch, they got Bill Cosby. It could be.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help, some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as...
Being outed and sued at the same time is diabolical. This is crazy work for sure. Like I've said it severally, even with the case of P. Diddy, R. Kelly and other affluent black men. I said it, black men, once you have wealth, it's about time you started getting yourselves together, because everyone at this point would do something or put themselves in situations where they would later come back and sue you, right? Like, stop going to these people and making your life way more difficult than the way it is, right? You know, the other people will always use the slightest. It could be a consensual situation and they will still come back and haunt you or sue you or try to extort you one way or the other. Rich black men, like, this has been going on for long, and most of you still go back right into it thinking that you guys are oblivion or are not going to face the same consequences as others because you think because of your money is going to save you from a lot of some of these things. It doesn't even make sense and it doesn't even add up. You know, we need to start doing better as black, people. Once people are rich, people need to be careful at this point, because a lot of people are going to put themselves willingly in some situations and they start coming out from the woodwork to make sure that they extort a lot of money from people. You know, we are living in days where people are desperate. People are desperate for money. People are desperate to make sure that they bring people down. I'm not saying that the accused is not guilty, allegedly. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have money, especially affluent men, we know it's easier to get you, down the road, right, than any other race, right? I've been doing the most, but I mean, they've been going scot-free in some cases, right? But as a black man or as a black person, it's about time that you protect yourself from some of these excesses of thinking that you can do a lot of crazy things and you think you can get away with it. Really, really crazy. It's about time we check ourselves, we check our people. So guys, I don't know what you feel about this case. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section and hit on the like button, hit on the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. Have a great day.